Chapter 2, Part 2. We look at values and values within our company, and we sort of say, what are the common beliefs, the attitudes, the fundamental, passionate, enduring principles of an organization that guide its conduct over time. One of the coolest things that I read about seemingly often is the company Patagonia. I grew up most of my younger life in Ventura, California, and Patagonia's headquarters there. And Patagonia continually makes the top 10 places to work. And I think, oh, this would be a really cool place to work. Their values, their core values, and their corporate culture guided through their values permeate the whole headquarters of Patagonia. Maybe multiple other aspects of the business too. What do I mean? I mean, like, they like to take surf breaks instead of lunch breaks. They have kitchens on-site. They have on-site daycare if you have a young child. They have flexible working hours. I think they were one of the companies that had on-site laundry. You mean you're so busy and you're working so hard and maybe you have kids and you bring your dirty laundry like out of your trunk and then you work and then you come back and your laundry's done? Yeah, it's cool. They want freedom. They want many other things dealing with the spirit of travel and adventure, but I mean their actual work site sort of relates to the idea that you want to maximize your free time and you want to have a spirit of adventure and excitement. And on the weekends, they take buses of people and go skiing and buses of people and go do other things, and they plan vacations that you could take as part of the company benefits. Cool, I say. Do they have a well-articulated mission? I don't know. If I looked at the definition of mission, a more formal statement of the organization's function, what it does, sometimes a look to the future. It identifies its customers, markets, products. Sometimes people talk about corporate vision and corporate mission interchangeably. The organizational culture, the set of values, the core values, ideas, attitudes, norms, behavior that is learned and shared amongst the members. Is it written down? Usually corporate culture, organizational culture is not written down. But it's a fair thing to kind of assess. It's a fair thing for you in the future next year when you go get a job and you're being interviewed to ask yourself, maybe even to casually ask someone at the office, how they describe that office's, that business's corporate culture. Remember, when you're being interviewed, you're also interviewing them, right? You don't want to work in a corporate culture where you don't feel comfortable, where you don't think you can contribute, where you don't see yourself being happy. And corporate culture relates to that, right? So, more about corporate culture and mission and vision in just a second, but I won't discuss business, but the overall business model, that term gets thrown around quite a bit lately. It's sort of how are we going to make a profit? How are we going to do the CCDVTP thing? Is the strategy's organization developed to provide value? We have to first create, communicate, and then provide/deliver value. Okay, so how are we going to do that? That's our business model. And Netflix's business model used to be send me DVDs in the mail, keep them for a while, send them back, I'll send you what's next on your list, or you can check things off through the internet, or order things special. You can have different levels of accounts, but it was all about sending things through the mail. Not so much anymore. Their business model changed. Their business model understood the way of the future. Railroad business. People in the railroad business used to say, we're in the railroad business. We run the railroad efficiently and we do this and we run that. They maybe didn't realize they might be in the transportation business, because trucking might have come and taken away huge amounts of their shipping business. Because airlines and Greyhound buses and the automotive industry, if we talk about railroads 100 years ago, might have came and taken away huge amounts of their business. Right? They might not have understood and changed with the times their business model. Okay, so here's an example of mission. Is this a good mission or is it a bad mission? What is a good mission statement about? In what ways is this good or bad? It says at Xerox, our strategic intent is to help people find better ways to do great work by constantly leading in document technologies, products, and services that improve our customers' work processes and business results. Is it a vision of what they do and who they serve? Well, all businesses who they serve, they're big enough to say that? They might be big enough to say that. Small businesses, large businesses, hospitals, universities, everything in between. Sure, they could all benefit from Xerox technologies. The first sentence, our strategic intent is to help people find better ways to do great work. Yeah, they knew they needed more. Right? They knew they needed some more specifics. Our book said it says something about your customers and the products and services you provide. Okay, it says that in the second half of their mission statement. So in that respect, you might say, good. They're adding something. They're saying we want to be leaders in technology and products and services, and it's business related and cool. We kind of understand, and that gives us some amount of flexibility. It stays for the future. It gives us a long-term vision. Although in some ways, I wouldn't be opposed to anyone here saying it's a little broad. A little broad. If we wanted our technicians and our secretary and vice president and secretaries and our factory workers to know this mission, they probably know the essence of it. Red Cross, to improve the quality of human life, to enhance self-reliance and concern for others, and to help people avoid, prepare for, and cope with emergencies. Cool. We know who they are, we know what they do. Again, a little vague. How they're going to do it relates to the tactics, I guess. Right? But we know who they are and what they do. Here's that Coca-Cola stuff I was talking about, and it's no wonder that Wayne Huizenga, I think that's who was CEO at the time, wasn't able to perfectly articulate and memorize this mission statement. It's a little big. It's a little vague. A little vague. A little vague. They want to refresh the world. It's sugar and water in a can. I like his just put Coke within an arm's reach of desire motto better. Refresh the world in body, mind, and spirit. If I drink a Coke, do I feel my spirit has been refreshed? Anyone's spirit has been refreshed? Really, Coke? Inspire moments of optimism? Yeah, okay. If you didn't know that was Coke, and it didn't say, well, I don't know, refresh the world, you might know it's something food or drink related, but could almost be like a publishing business. We want to create optimism and inspire people and refresh the mind and spirit. We're a church. Maybe. Right? So it's no wonder maybe he didn't know it. I say it's a little too vague. It doesn't give direction. Yeah, okay. Are there companies that say, we don't need a stinking mission? You might have heard of this company, Nike, right? Their mission, to serve the athletes of the world. And by the way, if you have a body, serve the athletes of the world. To serve the athletes of the world. And by the way, if you have a body, you're an athlete. What is that supposed to mean? That just say we're just serve the people of the world and we deal in something athletics. But you know what I say is we don't need a mission. You don't need a mission to be successful. And I say that to my management PhD friends. And I go to lunch and say, look at Nike's mission. And you know what they say? They say if you ask people at Nike, they perfectly understand the mission of Nike. And it's not exactly this. This is just being funny and rebellious. And I say, well, what do you mean? And they say, Phil Knight, the CEO of Nike, started the company. He has created a corporate culture that gets across a mission that drives people to be the leader in athletic apparel and footwear. maybe equipment too, right? Now they have watches and other sorts of things, and Nike golf stuff, and yeah, so maybe equipment too. So they understand apparel, shoes, equipment, be the world leader. And that's all he's saying. And he's saying it's just shoes and stuff. It's just shirts. We don't need a fancy mission. They're sort of saying it's not just soda water and juice and energy drinks. We're refreshing the minds and spirits. Somebody really bought into the mission stuff here. Somebody really said, forget that, I'm not doing it. Both companies hugely successful, right? I think we're probably okay, and I mentioned that we have different goals and objectives depending on where we are in this life cycle and in this industry stage and things like that. If I said your goal was market share, you are okay with that? Within the market and amongst all the competitions, we have a certain piece of the pie. We have a certain percentage of the business. We have a certain market share. We have a goal to get more efficient. We have a goal to increase employee welfare or raise our customer satisfaction rates from last year to this year, raise profit and things like that. We might have goals. These are a partial list. Can you have more than one goal? Sure, right? We want to improve profitability and efficiency at the same time increasing quality. If we do that, customer satisfaction, the quality aspect, customer satisfaction should go up. Right? When you're setting your goals and objectives, they should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. They should be smart. Yeah, it's somebody's idea of being smart. But this kind of works, right? Studies have sort of said when you have a goal to lose weight, and it's very vague, you have a goal to lose 5 pounds by May, or something like that. It's more specific, it's more measurable, it's more attainable. I have a goal to lose 40 pounds by May. If you're working full-time and you're a student, it's going to be hard to do, maybe. Right? It's not so attainable. I have a goal to make $1 million by the time I'm 25. Well, I'm 23 now. How am I going to do that? First, get $1 million. I don't know. Time-based and relevant. We do that, we'll be better off. Okay? What I want you to remember from Chapter 2, Part 2, mission, values, corporate culture, those terms, how our goals should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based, and that having a mission does not guarantee success. And not having a mission doesn't mean you'll fail. We're cool with Chapter 2, Part 2? We're on a roll. I love David's chapter, Chapter 2.